Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts, and that's the Gaming Saloon for October 12th, 2024, with your host, Peacemaker 2448 and Ramping Up Salon.
Hi.
I
wasn't prepared for that one. I am off my game right now. Don't mind me.
I am over here drowning in beta Pokemon and scrap Pokemon because good fucking lord. I'm pretty sure I'm going to refresh his Twitter account. There's going to be like 4 more. Also, yep, there was like 4 more. Plus, like, concept art of Unova from like a top-down map view. So yeah, we'll probably be talking about this again in 2 weeks because there'll probably be something major in this that comes out afterwards. I'm willing to bet.
Yes.
Well, hang on, wait, whoa. Hang on. I saw something that said something in Discord. I need to...
This is what was needed for that one, by the way.
There. Yeah, part of this was the original Gen 3 proposal by Masuda. And there was like, I look over in the Discord and someone says something in there and I'm like, whoa, let me skim through this real quick for that. Oh my god. Okay, then I'm just gonna leave it right there for when we get to talk about this, because damn. Annie, so yeah, we'll talk about that first amongst all the other news and stuff. But first, Tommy, what have you been playing the last couple of weeks?
I mean, outside of the little bit of Star Citizen, not really a whole heck of a lot.
I have tried out that Disney Pixel RPG that we talked about on the show a couple times. It's a gacha. It's fine. You pretty much can like solve combat very easily. You don't even have to really play optimally. It has a weird premise though. Basically, you are a player that has been pulled into a nexus of Disney games, and by Disney games I mean made up Disney games. And the various characters and stuff you can get from the gacha are from different Disney games. So the first world you go to is essentially Aurora gets to be the protagonist and the hero of her own story now and fight Maleficent. And then the second one is Mickey Party. Basically, it is Mario Party, but Mickey and friends. Like, you don't actually play these games. It's just like that's the basic premise and plot of them, that you're helping like take care of these bugs and stuff that have shown up that are causing havoc. It's weird. It makes me go, can I have this game? Like this, like Disney Pixel RPG is fine, but can I have these video games? Can we make these? These sound cooler. I don't know if that's what this game really is trying to do, but that's what makes me. But yeah, honestly, it's not been a whole lot else. So I guess shall we get to the news?
I guess we shall.
All right, breaking news for once for us. Game Freak has been
emphasis
hacked.
On breaking.
Yep, because it's still breaking. Game Freak has been hacked. Someone has gathered together about a terabyte's worth of data. And this is some of the highlights. Bear in mind, this is developing news. We are still getting information from this leak. So we will probably be coming back around to this in 2 weeks because we'll probably have something more then. Some stuff has come out and been deconfirmed because that's not correct. So again, bear in mind this is developing. So first and foremost, I know this might be wrong, is that there might have been an MMO in development at some point, except this might have been part of Codename Synapses in terms of files. Which Codename Synapses is a multiplayer-focused game that's being jointly developed by Game Freak and ILCA, who are the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl devs. Apparently it's a Splatoon-like game, whatever that means in the context of a Pokemon game.
Probably some kind of alternate take on a multiplayer style.
I guess.
Like a multiplayer live service. Because for all intents and purposes, Splatoon kind of is a live service.
Yeah. Additionally, Gen 10 is being codenamed Gaia, is being developed for both Switch 1 and Switch 2, so it looks to be a cross-gen title. I saw ballpark speculation on 2026 as a release date, considering ZA Legends is going to be next year, most likely. So we're looking at Gen 10 in 2 years.
Which makes sense.
There are 2 version names. They're codenamed K and N. No other specifics on these games. And I believe the leaker has specifically said that they do have substantial info on Legends ZA and Gen 10, but they are not leaking it. They are not putting that information out there, from what I've been able to dig up. So they're purposely holding back specific information on them. That is probably like plot spoilers and Pokemon and the like. So we'll probably not get that information before those games come out. Switch 2 has the code name Ounce, and the source code and beta builds for Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and Black 2, White 2 have been leaked. So we now have the source codes for those games. So ROM hackers, have at it. I found out today that, you know what someone put into Ocarina of Time since we have the source code for it? How would you like the runes from Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom in your Ocarina of Time? How would you like to play Pikmin while you're playing Ocarina of Time?
I mean, that track.
I'm just like, what the fuck? But yeah, in our notes, I've linked the Centro Leaks Twitter account for as long as it will exist, considering they're putting out all this information and stuff. They have the assortment of pictures and stuff of beta Pokemon and stuff, but I wanted to highlight one thing because I saw it in a Discord chat, and that was what I was trying to find before we got going. So we have the original proposal by Masuda for Gen 3. Bear in mind, this is Gen 3. I'm going to read you an excerpt from it. I want to see if you realize what this is talking about. New evolution methods. There will be new ways to evolve Pokemon, including temporary fusions during battle using certain items that allow a Pokemon to merge or evolve for a limited number of turns. Additionally, gathering a certain number of specific Pokemon may cause them to evolve as a group, or some Pokemon may evolve only in specific locations. Guess what that sounds like?
What?
That sounds like Mega Evolution in concept, at least mechanically.
Yes and no?
Yeah. Also, it sounds like how you do of evolution in Pokemon Go mechanically.
That more?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that actually more so. It almost makes me wonder too if this isn't why Nintendo did go after like Infinite Fusion and some of the ROM hacks like that. Because this kind of feels loose enough to where it could be based off of the concept.
But yeah, also apparently the seal that appears under Arceus in one of the games, there's lore apparently attached to it, and all of the dots and stuff apparently refer to other legendary Pokemon. I'll throw the picture your way. It's a little hard to see because all of the text is in Japanese, but there are some English names on the side, and I think maybe you might be able to line it up. I kind of want someone to do a translated version of this because I'm like, there's lore. We've been sitting on Pokemon lore. Also, someone in the Discord I'm in posted like Arceus lore that I guess they just have in a book somewhere. So yeah, there is a lot, and it's still developing. There is one thing that I've yet to see confirmation on, but I guess it will be a part of the conversation for a while until someone out there confirms it. Supposedly, Game Freak will be using Unreal Engine for Gen 10. I think Gen 10 or ZA.
I could see ZA.
Yeah. There's no confirmation on this menu before anyone goes, oh god, they're using Unreal Engine. There's no confirmation on this at all. Take a breath. Like I said, this is developing, and that we're getting a lot of information, a lot of stuff thrown at us left, right, and center. I will also note there are a lot of employee credentials and other such personal information in this leak as well. So that is the kind of sucky part of this, of just like, oh, look, there's people's personal information out there of Game Freak employees with how the Pokemon community can be. Well, the shitty part of the Pokemon community can be. Oh, God, that's not going to be good. But yeah, how do you feel about just seeing all this?
I mean, to be fair, I'm surprised it hasn't happened before now.
Yeah. Also someone pointed out it's kind of hilarious that this happened in a year where we have no Pokemon major releases.
Right?
There's no Pokemon game coming out this year. We're not getting one until next year, basically. Game Freak's actually getting to take time to develop a Pokemon game, and oops, our whole archive got raided. Oops. Yeah, it'd be nice to come back around on this and see what else might come, but I guess we move from good news to bad news then.
It's not really bad, it's just meh.
Yeah. So 343 have decided at the Halo Championships to rebrand themselves to Halo Studios and revealed that they'll be using UE5 for all future Halo projects. They also showed off a trailer that is not for a new Halo game, mind you. It is not a concept trailer. It's not a CG trailer for a new Halo game. It is assets that they have created in UE5 to represent what they can do with Unreal Engine 5 going forward. somehow it feels worse than getting a concept trailer or a CG trailer, because it's like, this isn't even real. This is just you made assets over the weekend and chucked them into a trailer. But I refuse to call them anything but 343 until they release something that has their new name on the box. You don't get to change your name until then.
But they changed their name.
Too bad.
And released something.
Does it come out in a box? Does it have
they
their?
Put it in a box.
Can I physically hold said box?
Yeah.
Not on my phone. That does not count. But yeah, they haven't stated anything else. This doesn't fix the problems that 343 have had since they took over the franchise. This doesn't fix the fact that they still are going to have 18-month contract workers on rotation to make their games, because that is Microsoft's standard for their employers or their employees. This doesn't change the fact that you once more got new people in charge that are going to have their own vision for Halo, and maybe it will get to last more than one game this time. Like, I just want consistency in Halo, and we can't get that. And I don't believe we will ever get that again. Not right now. Anywho, how do you feel about Ubisoft not existing as it is in the near future?
Meh.
So, basically, it seems like, I believe it was Tencent. Was this Tencent? Yes. But yeah, Tencent was looking to buy out the Guillermo family of their ownership of Ubisoft and take over Ubisoft. That has not happened. There's no confirmation on anything at the moment. But that is a distinct possibility, I guess, in the future, is Ubisoft being owned by Tencent. How do you feel about Ubisoft being under new ownership? I assume meh.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I found out recently that the guy that was the producer for the Mario plus Rabbids games has left Ubisoft for a while now, and he's started up his own studio with some other people, and they're working on a game, and I'm like, oh, I'm interested in that. Part of me kind of wished Nintendo like picked them up and was like, hey, would you like to make that Mario plus Rabbids, just not without rabbits and with maybe more Mario characters and somebody else? Maybe, I don't know. Would you like to make a third one of these? But yeah, guess we'll move on. Next up, how would you like a Nintendo alarm clock? Meh. Oh, well. Nintendo revealed a alarm clock that they're selling called an Alarmo. It's $100. It plays various songs and stuff from different Nintendo games. I believe Odyssey, Splatoon 3, Breath of the Wild, and two others I can't think of offhand are in the box. Two more are going to come in updates. It uses radio sensors or radio waves to detect your movement, so it can play little coin get noises and other sounds when you're waking up to like help you wake up or something, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, you can only get it right now if you have a Nintendo Online membership. It will go on sale, I think, a few months from now. And it's also at the NYC store, but I believe it's already sold out there. Any thoughts? I will take the silence as a no then. Next up, and a thing I kind of wanted to get in on, but couldn't. Nintendo also, like the day or so after, announced that they are doing a playtest program for Switch Online. They have been non-specific about what it is. They just said you could sign up for it if you had Switch Online membership. It literally filled up in like 2 seconds because they were only looking for 10,000 people. The date for the test is the 23rd October 23rd to November 5th. All we know definitively right now is that there's a 2.2 gig file that you have to download on your Switch. They give you a code and you download this 2.2 gig file, whatever it is. No one has said what it is. There has been speculation on it. A streaming service of some kind. Miiverse, achievements. I don't know. What do you think this is? Do you have any guesses? And by the last time he might be asleep. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. I feel like I saw a speculation of a streaming service for GameCube titles, since they are like a gig a piece. Sounds like that's a sound idea of something to be testing now. But otherwise, I don't know what they would be testing like a year or so out from the Switch 2 being released. Granted, I believe we know the Switch and Switch 2 will have the same UI and all that. So whatever test here would carry over to the Switch 2. All right, moving on. Some lighter news. Alien Isolation has a sequel in development at Creative Assembly. They just confirmed on Twitter for the 10th anniversary of that game. Somehow that game's been out for 10 years. That they're working on a sequel. Not much else, although I did find out from a podcast I listened to that like half of that studio got laid off in the last few years. So like a lot of the people that made that game don't work there anymore. So I guess buyer beware. Other news, Saber Interactive is working on a AAA Last Airbender game, or an action RPG specifically. No other real specific details. Besides, you'll be playing as a never-before-seen avatar, which could be like 90% of them, basically. Because we know, like, what? The first one, like, 5 before Aang, and then Korra. So it could be any of them. And last up, Roblox is in trouble. The short version of this is a report came out from Hindenburg Research that do this kind of auditing of companies and stuff, that basically found out that Roblox has been lying to their investors about how much money they actually make. They've apparently been unprofitable for several years. They are highly unsafe for children because there's a lot of predators and stuff on the platform. They've been lying about the engagement hours of their players. And that is basically the short and long of it. I guess any thoughts on Roblox? I will take the silence as a no then. All right, that is the news for the week. Guess I'll hit some highlights for releases. Where to start? I guess. And I realized I missed one. No. Dang it. I gotta fix the list again. All right. I guess I will start on the 15th, because Mortal Kombat 1's Cyrax, Sector, and Noob Saibot will be coming to Switch. Just Dance 2025 will come into Series X, PlayStation 5, Switch, and Oculus Quest. Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition will be the Series X and PlayStation 5. Squirrel with a Gun, Series X and PlayStation 5. 16th Crow Country for Xbox and PlayStation 4 and Switch. I'm trying to remember. I know Crow Country from something. I just don't remember. Oh, it's gonna be RE kind of RE1 kind of like homage kind of game. That's on PC and stuff. Apparently, it's really good. On the 17th, MechWarrior 5 Clans for Series X and PlayStation 5. Starship Trooper Continuum for Oculus Quest. Super Mario Party Jamboree for Switch. Unfortunately, that has broke street date for some people. Let's see. On the 18th, Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Stunt Mayhem for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Retro Realms Arcade, Ash vs. Evil Dead, and Halloween for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remaster for PS4, 5, and Switch. On the 22nd, Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition for Series X, PlayStation 5. Batman Arkham Shadow for Oculus Quest. That's just gonna drop out of nowhere. Kong Survivors Instinct for Series X and PlayStation 5. It will be better than the last Kong game. Sonic X Shadow Generations Digital Deluxe Edition for PlayStation 5. On the 23rd, while we wait here for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Gonna look through the 24th real quick. Slay the Princess, the Pristine Cut for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Here's a Kiwami for Switch. The Jackpot Survey Scramble for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. On the... Wow, I missed that one. I must have just skimmed right over it. Fabledom for PS5 and Switch, since I skipped over it. Sonic Shadows Generations proper comes out on the 25th for Xbox One Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. The little anime shorts they've been putting out for that have been really good. And then a day later, the Digital Deluxe Edition for Sonic X Shadow comes out on Xbox One. So that is the releases, and that's about all we got. Apparently, there's more deep Pokemon lore now. Is this Ultra Dimension, I assume? this picture I'm looking at? I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, Tommy might have fell asleep on me. Unfortunately. That happens when we go late like this. I'll see if there's anything new that got dropped. Not yet. Doesn't look like it.
Oops. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just went through the rest of the news.
Okay.
Was there anything of interest that you wanted to talk about from it?
Man, I think about the only thing that you get in there that kind of caught my eye that I had saw something about was the playtest thing.
I tried to get into it. I took too long, and it was out in like 2 seconds. It is 2.2 gigs, whatever it is. But Nintendo has politely asked that you not reveal what it is on the 26th. That's not happening. People are going to spoil whatever the fuck it is on the 26th.
Within 5 seconds.
Minute 1, frame 1. People are going to be like, well, this is what it is. Whatever 2.2 gigs thing it is. Because that's all I know officially is that it's 2.2 gigs that people have downloaded onto their Switch. So it's not a GameCube game, because that's more than a GameCube game. It could be GameCube games. I think if you parse out, I don't know, what two popular GameCube games comes out to 2.2 gigs?
What if it's not 2 GameCube games?
I just
What
threw
if
it out
it's
there as my...
What if it's one remastered GameCube game that people have figured they've been sitting on?
Oh god, would this be Prime Trilogy?
No.
Oh.
No. Wind Waker or Twilight Princess?
Why would they need a playtest for that?
Both utilize the gamepad. And they could also be testing a new way of doing stuff.
Fair.
Which, to be fair, taking a game that didn't use extra means and then having a way to test without it would make sense, because then that would give them the way to finish Prime 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those I could see that working.
Yeah, my head just went to like, okay, because I saw the speculation of like, oh, it's an achievement system. Oh, it's Miiverse. Oh, it's a streaming service for GameCube games. Because I'm like, why would they need 10,000 people in mass to do this? Like, it's something that wouldn't necessarily, that needs some sort of like server has to be it. Because why would they publicly ask for 10K people?
On top of that, if it was just a random stress test of a idea or feature that they were going to do, why did they make it a point to be like, you're not allowed to say anything about it? This feels like they're testing something to cause something big to happen.
Yeah.
And, truthfully, 2.2 gig could even just be a snippet of any of the Switch games.
Okay.
It could be some kind of compatibility layer for the Switch 2 kind of deal.
Big brain. It is some sort of game that these 10,000 people have to play. And once certain enough progress has been made, it's a Switch 2 reveal.
They wouldn't tell them not to say anything about it.
Right.
They would intentionally allow that to be wide open knowledge.
Fair.
They would actually encourage streamers to be putting it out there for everyone, truthfully.
Yeah. Unless it's some weird bait and switch where it's like, you're not actually revealing the Switch 2 with playing this program, playing this, whatever it is. It just makes a YouTube video upload.
It's tied to one of two things. Either tied to some kind of new format that they're doing, which will bring the rest of the GameCube stuff. And I say that loosely because yes, Prime 3 was Wii. But it'll either be something along that lines, or I get the funny feeling it is some kind of compatibility layer.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then it's a Switch game that's already out, running under this new compatibility layer. Because, in theory, that is kind of what Microsoft did when they, back in 360 days, when they were first working on the new disc format. They gave out copies of Reach, using the new format as tests. So it would make sense. There is precedence for stuff like that to have happened in the past.
I'm looking at the leaked Twitter account. Apparently someone dropped a hint about the Gaia region for Pokemon Gen 10, and the quote is, "Too much water."
I mean, 75%?
Okay. This is exactly where my brain went when I heard that. What if Wind Waker but Pokemon? And that's Gen 10.
No.
People would revolt at that. People would be pissed about that. And I kind of want that just because. Can you imagine being like, well, here's your Pokemon game. Go sailing in your boat. Or go sailing around on a Lapras or something. It's literally the Orange Islands arc from the Pokemon anime. I guess anything else then?
No.
All right, tomorrow it's more Lightfall. As we hang out with our very large surfboard friends, and to protect the Veil. That is about most of the plot I absorbed from Lightfall at this point.
Something fair.
Next Thursday, I'm continuing Valkyria Chronicles. Next Friday, we will continue Witch Queen. And then next Saturday will be TGSR, where we start our mini trilogy of Kamen Rider Yongo Tyson related nonsense. Oh god, I just remembered. It's just like, oh god, I have to watch 2 episodes of Shuriken Sentai this week. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun. You have no idea what you're in for. I do. But yeah, if you like what you're seeing, folks, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Chipping away that feel go. Exclamation point. Social in chat gives you handles for all of our socials. Exclamation point. Discord in chat gives you the rest of the link. Drop by, say hi, and we'll see you tomorrow, folks.